Hey, yo, what's up with the subscribers? I am back again with another reaction, and today we got A Star is Born by Lady Gaga. I finally watched the movie, you guys. That's the reason I haven't done any reactions to this movie, because I was told I have to watch the movie for me to understand everything that's going on when it comes to it. And me personally, from watching that movie, it's probably one of the saddest movies I've ever seen, because I do have family in my life that I grew up with who had drinking problems, and some have passed away when it came to drinking problems, but they didn't have a significant other, so I don't know the sad line of how that goes. But with watching this movie, it did put me in my feels moment, especially with this song right here that I'm going to be doing, which is "I'll Never Love Again," because I'm not gonna cap, you feel me? Like, I was this close to crying, this close, but I held it in. I'm not gonna cap. Yes, I don't like crying when it comes to movies. I don't like to show those emotions when it comes to things like this. But this song is probably one of the saddest songs I've ever done a reaction to. So me personally, um, I want you guys to press that like, comment, subscribe button. Let me know how you guys feel about this song and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people in this world has probably went through such thing or this aspect of what happened where, you know, your significant other takes his own life due to just all the trauma and things like that that happened. So we're gonna get to this reaction, and yeah, let's just break it down and see how everything goes. I love me some Lady Gaga, and her acting skills are top tier. Like, Lady Gaga is an amazing actor. From watching this movie, I'm like, damn, I need to see her in more movies. But and also Bradley Cooper, you did amazing in this video, in this music video, in, well, the movie in general. But let's get to it.
I want to know what this is. You hiding love songs?
You hiding love songs?
No, I wouldn't say I was hiding them. It was I started putting down the paper when we were at home. I don't know, it just sort of fell out of me, I guess, and onto this page.
Wish I could. I could have said goodbye. I would have said what I wanted to. Maybe even cried for you. If I knew it would be the last time, I would have broke my heart in two.
Now, what makes this song so sad is, I don't know if a lot of you guys have watched the music video of this song. Maybe y'all just Lady Gaga fans or here just wants to watch the reaction. But what makes it so sad is she, like she said, she never got to say goodbye. Her last words is she's thinking he's going to go to her concert and get to see her perform after he's leaving rehab and trying to fix himself and become a better person for her. Because as you watch the movie, he had a drinking problem through every scene. Like, every scene. Even before he met her in a bar while she was dancing with the go-go dancers and things like that. So it's like his whole career was drinking. His past life with his father was drinking, and his father and him were drinking buddies. So me personally, she never got to have that opportunity to say goodbye. He had a conversation with, I believe, her manager before he ended up taking his life, and that conversation went left. The manager was like, me personally, we know you're going to get back into it. You're going to drink again and probably just lose yourself. And me personally, you're just going to end or fuck up her career even more. Might as well just leave. And with him saying that, I feel like those were the breaking points for him to make him think like, damn, I might relapse and I might mess her career, because he also started her career. If it wasn't for him in this movie, she wouldn't be where she's at or in a position she's in. And it sucks because all she wanted was, you know, him to go to that concert. She lied to him, letting him be known like, oh, I canceled my tour and things of that nature, you know, so that way we can be more together and stuff. And in reality, she canceled it because she probably didn't trust him being by himself while she was going on tour. And personally, it sucks to lie to your person. Yes, it does. But she probably felt like it was the best thing for her to do in that aspect, and not being able to say goodbye to him and for him to take his life while they're at home, while the dog's there, and not get to see or say anything to him. That shit right there probably broke her heart to the ending. And for her to perform this song was tip of the iceberg.
Trying to say, are you? Don't wanna feel another touch. Don't wanna stop.
Now, like I said, a lot of people who probably went through this aspect of dealing with somebody they've loved and probably didn't get to say goodbye, or somebody who's passed away that they've loved due to drinking and stuff like that. It sucks because she feels to the point where she gave all of herself to this one person, her love, her aspect, her kisses, her heart, to the point where she doesn't want to love again. She doesn't want to give nobody her kisses or her vibe or anything anymore, due to him being so amazing and her loving him the way her loving him the way she loved him, the way he loved her and everything like that. It sucks because you feel like you'll never fall in love again. You'll never find that aspect. And trying to fall in love with a new stranger and getting to know somebody and getting to know that vibe of them and what they like, what they don't like, it sucks. Especially the older you get in life. Like with them, I'm pretty sure they're in their 30s in this movie. That's what the portrays. And to have to learn to love and vibe with another person all over again, it takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on your body because you just got through loving for somebody for a certain amount of years of how long y'all been together. This person got to know your ins and out of your life, what you like, what you don't like. And you have to try and do that with somebody else. It gets to a point where you just want to give up. And I feel like that's what happened with her. She just gave up on that aspect and said, you know what? I don't want to love again. I don't want to kiss anybody again, because at the end of the day, it was fresh as well. All she wanted was him. And me personally, I've never been in that aspect of being what would you call it, a widow? That's what they would call it when it comes to her. That sucks. That's a horrible feeling to feel, a sad feeling to feel, something I don't think anybody should go through, especially when it comes to somebody taking their lives. I wish they would have had a chance to be able to talk, or at least for her to say goodbye or get her last words out, and for her to believe, or her to sit there and think like, damn, my last words were lies to him. She has to live with that for the rest of her life. And me personally, I know her dreams and her nightmares are going to be just all over the place. And I know it's a movie and everything, but there's people who probably go through this shit in real life. So for those who do go through that in real life, I'm sorry that you guys have to go through such thing, because that is a sad feeling to have. And you feel that you'll never fall in love or love another person again, that is a sad feeling to go through.
When we first met, I never thought that I would fall. I never thought that I'd find myself lying in your arms. And I wanna pretend that it's not true. Oh, baby, let you go. 'Cause my world keeps turning and turning and turning. And I'm not moving on. Don't wanna feel another touch.
Now, Lady Gaga in this freaking video, this movie, top 10. Like, I've seen a lot of movies in my life, and this is probably one of the only movies that really got me to that point where it's like, damn, I feel for you. Even though I know it's a movie, but I know it can be based off true stories, because I know probably people go through these things in life all the time. Like, it's a lot of artists. I'm not going to name anybody because I don't want to throw anybody out there and stuff like that, but it's a lot of artists that's dealt with drug problems or drinking problems that have passed away, R.I.P. Whitney Houston, who died in her hotel room from overdose or whatever it was, drinking. Or it's a lot of artists and stuff like that. I didn't want to throw any names out there, but her is the first one I think of when it comes to women artists and stuff like that. But if y'all have seen this movie, to see how in the beginning when he first met her, not to care like she had fake eyebrows on, not to care she had fake hair, he loved her from who she was from the beginning he saw her, where you knew like, okay, this can be a love that can last forever. This is something like one of those dying loves you want to have when you're 70 to 80 years old, or a love that you want to take with you when you have kids and things of that nature. And they never got to the point where they can have kids or have a family. They argue quite a bit, but after every argument, what they did was always come back to each other. They always apologized and loved each other the right way, even though he had those drinking problems. And he tried, I wouldn't even say he tried to get help. People tried to help him and try to get him from that nature. His brother in the movie was trying to let him know, like, you're a dad's drinking buddy. That's the reason you're like this, and all type of things. And she would say hurtful things. He would say hurtful things, and you would think it would change. And honestly, it never did. And regardless of him having that drinking problem, she was always there step for step every time. She never left his side once, never shunned him or left him or gave up on him. She was always there for him. And that's one thing I love about this movie, because no matter how much you go through something with a person that you say you love and everything, you'll be there through every single thing. And he ended up getting rehab. And even though he had to rehab, he still felt in his heart that he probably was going to relapse. And that conversation, like I said, he had with her manager really pushed him over the edge. And sometimes a person saying certain things to you can really hit you home. And as you can see, he ended up taking his life in the movie. So if y'all haven't seen it, I would love for you guys to go see it, because I don't want to tell too much of it. I'm really telling just the little ending parts of it and stuff. But it's sad to come home and see the person that you say you love and want to be with for the rest of your life hanging there, you know. Like, me personally, I've never dealt with such thing, but to be able to see something like that, and me personally, I don't think you'll ever be okay, because you're the last thing, that's the last thing you've seen from the person you love, and you're never going to hear their voice again. You're never going to see them again. You're never going to talk to them again. And I like that part right there. She said, I don't want to give another person a better part of me, because I feel like with both of them, they gave each other the worst parts, the horrible parts, to the point they never got to that point where they can show each other the true love that they both deserve for each other. And that sucks, because, like I said, when he got out of rehab, I feel like that's the point where she thought, like, maybe we can love each other the right way and do the things the correct way that we're supposed to. Because before he went to rehab, she was getting a award and everything, and celebrating her life and how good she's been as an artist. And he ended up breaking down on stage and pissing his pants and embarrassing the hell out of her, damn near messed up her whole career. And at the end of the day, that you would think would be a breaking point for somebody. But at the end of the day, she was still back there with him, trying to make sure he's okay, trying to make sure he's good, trying to get him back to normal. And throughout her whole career, she didn't care if her career went up or down or destroyed, as long as he was happy and as long as they were together. I feel like that's what true love truly is. It's like, no matter what y'all go through, y'all fix it and y'all deal with the consequences. Even though the world hates y'all and feel like y'all shouldn't be together, she never once gave up on him. She knew what kind of man she dealt with. She knew what kind of man she dated, and she accepted his flaws for everything. And she was going to be there until his dying days. And from this song right here, she was. And this is a song he wrote without her even knowing he wrote it, until she found it, as you can see at the beginning of the music video. And still, in the music video, she still misses him and still wants him. And as you can see, she'll never love again, because that's the only love that she's ever wanted. Before this, she wasn't with anybody. She wasn't dealing with anything or dealing with anybody. And until she met him, and he changed her perspective on life and on love and helped her out, and she blew up in her career. And like I tell y'all, in this movie, Lady Gaga, so hold on. In this movie, Lady Gaga is an amazing actor, so yeah. Y'all just gotta watch it to see. Tell this movie is amazing. But like I said, if y'all never watched this movie, please go watch it. It'll show you a different perspective on life and what things people really go through and stuff. So press that like, comment, subscribe. Once again, I was this close. It almost had me. You ain't gonna get me though. Press that like, comment, subscribe, and hope y'all enjoyed this reaction as much as I did. And Lady Gaga's an amazing actor. Bradley Cooper, y'all did y'all big one with this one. And yeah.